Everybody, and welcome back. I am CountCristo, and this is AD&D.
AD&D, the best D&D.
Allegedly.
The best, because it's got taco, it's got all the spells that are cool and broken.
I know literally nothing about it.
It's fantastic. It's lovely. Sleep, for example. Do you know how sleep works in Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
Sleep is
You mean like resting or like a spell?
the spell, I mean, yes.
No.
So the spell, basically, it's a wizard spell, level 2, I think, or level 1. I think it's really low level, and it's a save against will. It's a will save, I think. Maybe in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons it is a spell save because there's spell saves in that version. But the point is, in later versions, they make it so that you can sleep up to 4 hit die or hit dice worth of creatures, which means that if a creature has more than 4 hit dice, which is the vast majority of the creatures that you're fighting where you need them to sleep, they can't be sleeped. But in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, it's just a spell resist check, and you can sleep anybody, including a super boss that it's spell immunity and stuff like that. Because there's spells to reduce spell immunity and spell save throws and all that sort of stuff, and it's lovely. It's amazing. It just adds to the whole puzzly part of spellcasting combat in that game.
Mm.
And it's also totally broken,
Cool.
by the way.
It sounds it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm not taunted anymore. Which sounds like a bad thing, but it is not.
So I've come up with this, this campaign to run this evening.
Mm-hmm.
And this evening, just so you know, viewers, is this episode and the previous two. You still show up red on my review, by the way. I had the wrong. Oh, because I had the Incarnate Champion selected, who's mad. Right.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
You could hit this, it would be great. I could get it next turn, but it'd be annoying.
I'm trying to. Sorry, you were talking about.
Yeah, so it's really difficult for me to decide what an appropriate number of enemies and which enemies, like knowing how hard it will be. There's some really good guides online and stuff, but then you want to tweak it a bit. So it's really difficult. Interesting.
I can give you my opinion.
Oh no, that would involve me telling you more than you should know before we start. I'm sure I've come up with something fine. And the thing about it is, okay, good. So they don't die, but now they won't resurrect. The thing about it is, of course, if the first fight's way too easy, I can just add enemies later on that weren't originally there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all part of the. Apparently, all part of the wonderful improvisation.
Oh, did you see what Wendigo did there?
So just hid. Oh wait, what the fudge?
Why are we fighting a door?
Path revealed itself.
I like
I
that.
think we're fighting a door. I think we're getting out of here.
We're killing them though, still, right?
No.
You're just legging it?
Didn't they just resurrect endlessly?
Okay.
Well, it's a dream, right? So.
I mean, it makes sense. Are you out of combat then?
Oh. Found ourselves in a war-torn desert.
We're not in the same place?
Wait, what? Okay. Through the portal.
So, yeah.
Door, I mean.
Yeah, through the door, yes.
We are in different places then, yeah.
Oh, I might die. I need aid, says my character. Get your... Ow. Yeah. I didn't die. That's surprising.
I found a bunch of dreamers who are thinking I'm not the Red Prince and they're annoyed.
Oh, I remember this area. Oh, the Red Prince gets to get his whistle wet in here. If you know what I mean.
Oh. Under attack.
Oh, yeah, you deal with them. You're good.
There is another door, but it's locked.
I think...
Okay.
Oh, you're actually fighting right away.
Yeah. Well, I had a conversation with them.
Okay, so if you want me to join up here, that'd be an interesting
Well, not
thing.
in my turn. If you want, I will tell you before I end my turn.
Okay, so Cloak and Dagger, teleport without breaking, sneaking. So I'm gonna wait 4 rounds so that I can be up here.
We know when you're ready. I am ready to end my turn.
Also, didn't I have an ability that was really good for attacking while out of combat? For sneak attacks.
Are you?
Yeah, what was it called? Assassinate. Yeah, I think the ricochet sucks.
I don't see you. Oh, that's you. That's funny. Hello.
Yeah, I'm a rock. So assassinate.
I'm gonna be able to take out all the physical armor on that guy next to you, if you want.
I'm gonna attack that the dreamer over here at the beginning of combat. Watch how much damage I'm gonna be able to do. Oh wait, let me see. Farsight. No. It's the So assassinate. That sounds about right.
Jesus.
That is a little bit. It's not that much actually.
A little bit.
So that does extra 50% damage. I didn't even crit.
Cool.
I have a 70-something percent
Pillars
chance.
of Eternity up to 250% more.
I have 220% increase in critical damage.
No, for the sneak attack damage in Pillars of Eternity
yeah.
can be up to 250%.
This is just.
I did. So I played through Pillars 1 again the other day. I'm finally going to try and beat Pillars 2 on. But this time I'm going to do Path of the Damned.
Oh, you poor summer child.
Well, I'm destroying Pillars of Eternity 1 on one just down from that.
Well, you would
destroying
until you
it.
find the bog dragons and the.
Nope, I annihilated them. First try on Ardra and Dragon from the Sky.
I cannot believe you.
I hit the Ardra Dragon for 250 damage in a single hit with Durance. It was amazing. It was so good.
Yeah. Oh man, that is a lot. What happened to the guy that I shot?
Level 14 at the time, so.
Oh, yeah, but still.
He shot. He's
dead.
No, he's this one.
He's got armor again because he's
He must have-
fortified.
Yeah, he's fortified. Yeah.
What a piece of crap that is bad.
Where am I?
You got teleported to the bottom of a pit.
Oh yeah, great.
If only I had another piercing thing. Do you see
Yeah,
that?
it's a shame.
Yeah.
You need the piercing build, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to get out of here, basically, is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over here. Hi.
We're just both retreating.
Yeah.
I mean, not intentionally. You know you have another turn. Like, know why you retreated?
That's a good... yes.
Good question right
Yes.
there, yeah.
I mean, the answer is obvious, but it's...
Yes, the answer is you're an idiot.
Yes. Absolutely. So yeah, I think this is the comeuppance for the whole quest for the Red Prince.
Yeah, probably.
It's so fun that they have these main... It's basically you have like multiple Geralts.
Yeah.
In The Witcher, you have to play one main character. This one, you can play a bunch of them.
Takes so long. Well, that was the wrong attack to use. Takes so long for the things to hit them.
Oh yeah, because you're
They're so far down.
far down and far off. At least they're hitting them, so that's nice. That's a disgusting effect on that particular lizard.
Yeah. Effect's never that nice. Oh no, it's raining. I'm English. I have resistance to that attack.
Okay.
I think we are going to regret this.
Are we? I made a bad decision by coming down here, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I told you at the time.
This was yeah, it was really dumb.
Terrible idea, yeah.
Because now I can't get back up there.
I don't know why you did it.
Well, I guess that's it for me. Bye.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, I'm out of combat. Okay.
Oh, okay, well, that's not so bad then.
I'll just hang out. I'll help you out in a little bit. There must be a way. Why did I am unbelievable. Sometimes I surprise even myself. I mean,
yeah. You don't surprise me, not anymore. After 2 years. I can't believe we've been doing this campaign for 2 years.
mm-hmm.
Pretty mental.
I know this because I started it. We started it right around the time when I started playing Pillars of Eternity 2, and it took me 2 years to finish it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Finally did.
Yeah, it's pretty insane, that game. When you, the one change I've made, I can't remember if we talked about this already, but the one change I've made is I've let myself respec storyline characters.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Like,
you told.
use their abilities. It's not cheating, because you could just use ones that you get in an inn.
It isn't cheating, that's true. It's just
It would be the same.
making the game
Just
better.
keeping yourself. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But yeah, so the way I spec my characters means that I have finally have a party of 6. I didn't have until Act 3. I had 4 for a long time to get the extra XP. Your people you recruit instantly get as much XP as you. Although I've noticed it's like minus 250, which is nothing, but it's just strange. Yeah, so I finally have a party of 6, and 4 of them have a might of 18 or above as base.
That is a lot.
Ooh, is a lot. So I do a shite ton of damage. My main character is like a nuking mage. So a way a lot of fights go is I walk in, the priest casts a spell on me to give me like plus 20 damage. I cast a spell on myself to give myself like plus 5 might, and then I cast one spell, which is an AoE 3 times, and everything dies.
Yeah.
Like the stronghold attacks are particularly comical. Literally, I walk in, cast an AoE which is centered on me, and goes like 18 meters in every direction and causes about 100 damage to everything in range, and I can cast it about 4 times in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Because I also have 18 dexterity.
Dexterity. What's dexterity for?
Attack speed. It means you can cast spells.
Oh, right. Yeah.
In my experience, dexterity is almost as important as intelligence on wizards, because you don't usually run out of spell casts. You usually die. So if you just have the dexterity to cast, 50% more spells, you effectively have 50% more spell damage.
Yeah, basically.
Which has been working pretty well.
Apart from long fights where you run out of spell slots.
From very long fights, yes. But I also have a nice soulbound staff, which has a 20% chance to inflict charmed on hit for
I remember that staff.
13 seconds.
It's really fun.
20-something intelligence. Yeah, it's really fun.
If you're fighting just trash mobs, every once in a while, one of them is going to be fighting for you.
Yeah. Oh, and plus it's AoE, and its AoE is affected by intelligence, and it has a chance to charm everyone in its AoE. So
Yep.
I can roll a 20% chance and hit that 20% chance against like 6 enemies at once.
I remember it being very powerful, for sure.
It was very powerful.
Also, by the way, did you notice how I almost killed all of them in a single 2 turns?
Yes, it was very cool. Well done. You've redeemed yourself in my eyes.
Sometimes this build isn't terrible.
It's just a good build. You just shoot me or the floor
or people with deflection auras.
Yeah.
It's what I tell you. It's a grid. We need a grid. I'm willing to compromise in saying that we need a square grid rather than an hexagonal grid.
No. If we have a grid, we can have it square. I mean hex.
Okay. Because I think you said before that you prefer squares over X.
For shooting games, I prefer square.
Yeah.
Or
for me, hexagonal is where it's at.
Well, hexagonal is important when you need lots of adjacency. You want some slightly more nuanced adjacency.
Good point.
It's not just like to your left, to your right. But with shooting games, you don't really need that. I like the I like 2-dimensional cover that comes from squares in shooting games. I'm thinking XCOM.
Yeah.
Whereas a hex, it becomes much more difficult to eyeball whether or not you'll be behind something relative to an enemy.
Yeah, makes sense. Unless you're playing Phoenix Point, in which case it is also super difficult to eyeball. Phoenix Point is frustrating as hell on the lines of sight.
If you're playing Phoenix Point, then you should be playing XCOM 2 Long War.
But
If you finished Long War, then I don't believe you.
I didn't. I believe I have all of the XCOMs, but I don't think I've ever played any of them. Oh no, missed it.
Never played XCOM.
The new ones, no.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, it's just Xenonauts captured my.
But it's just different. They're just different games.
Yeah.
And the XCOM is really good.
I don't know. I don't like I like more action points. Give me all the action points. XCOM just has 4 action points. I don't like that. Or 2 action points. How many action points does XCOM have? 2 or 3?
There are lots of abilities that let you use the second one to auto attack and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
But I don't like that. Give me like numbers. I want like 20 action points or 100. And then you
You
use
don't like D&D then?
D&D is
Have
just
one action
it's,
point.
it's a little bit like XCOM. But it's not in the same way though, because it's like
It's not the same. Yeah. I mean, you have to. You can't like. No one wants to be sitting there working out like, well, did he use 17 or 18 action?
yeah, I still have one action point. I'm gonna move 50 centimeters. Oh, excuse me, I got a speed boost. It's 65 centimeters. Yeah.
Oh god, I was talking to my sister who spent some time in South Africa recently. It was quite sad and annoying actually. She had to. She was teaching and she had to come home because the like outbreak started,
Oh, yeah.
and they revoked all foreign visas for everyone in South Africa. Which is pretty crazy. Like, oh, there's an outbreak. Let's make everyone travel across the continent.
Wait, the people who revoked was South Africa, not the UK?
Yeah. South Africa revoked all foreign visas.
That's not
Sensible,
right? What Portugal did is we extended all foreign visas.
Yes, definitely. Anyway, she was there. She played D&D once, and she says that the person running it, she was like, "Oh, I don't really like D&D," and I was like, "Why?" Well, like you have to roll to do everything. Like I said before the fight, I dramatically take off my robe, and he made me roll. I was like, "What?"
Oh. Some DMs do that.
It's such a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's not a.
I walk across the room. Roll for agility. Difficulty rating 1.
That's the origin of the jokes. Like every time somebody you joke about that sort of stuff. Like I want to wake up from bed and yawn. Roll dexterity to see if you break your legs. And then you roll 1 and you died. You know what I mean? That's the jokes that you make. Right? It's not. You shouldn't do that.
Such a terrible way to make the game very boring.
I mean, if the DM wants to roll on their side, sure, that's a different thing.
You know, of course, DM is God. They can do what they want, but I wouldn't play with them again.
I have found a glowing key, an unidentified bow, a tornado skill book for arrow surge. I've never seen you do that, mister. I want you to see. I want to see. And I want you to do tornadoes, because that's actually really
Spear
powerful.
of Horror Sleep. Found within the Nightmare Realms, this unique spear has the ability to cloud the vision and dreams of any it strikes. Set sleeping for 1 turn's 50% chance to succeed. Jesus!
That's pretty good.
Really, really good.
That's a 75% chance to put people to sleep if you attack them twice per turn.
Yep, that's true.
Or an 87.5 if you attack 3
Around
times.
enough. He's not wrong.
Unless you're rolling like 2 dice, and then the math gets complicated.
Yeah, but we could try it. I mean, hang on.
I have my D60 ahead of me. You've heard of my D60, right?
Here we go. Went to sleep.
I like the systems that just get successes and failures. Like, for example, Vampire Bloodlines or Shadowrun do that. I like those systems.
I'm going to talk to this streamer dude.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Princess will stop me. Where is the Red Princess?
She's in her tent, pregnant. Pregnant.
I'm gonna kill him. Pregnant. What?
Tell me that you haven't heard of that movie, or video, rather.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, you're one of the 10,000 people. Every day, somebody in the world, or rather, 10,000 people in the world learn something that everybody else knows already. And today's your day. And I
That's true.
I don't know.
You get to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'll show you later. It's a video. Not everybody knows it, but don't worry. So I can't get to. There's a body over here.
This lady just went, "Oh no, aid me! Even here, the agents of the God King threaten my life." And my responses are: say you pose no threat to her whatsoever, or sure, why not? You're an agent of the God King, and you're here to kill her. I love sure, why not?
You killed the dreamers, didn't you?
To me, guardians of dreams.
All right, well,
Defend your princess
she's still pretty mad.
You're in combat though.
I'm in combat.
Where are you?
Nightmare.
Door.
Oh, you went through the door. I thought it was this ghost over here. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Because I was trying to get to a body.
Wait, don't come yet.
Oh, I mean,
To level up.
You can level up in combat. I'm still sneaking.
That's a good point.
Okay, so I'm gonna level up. But it is good that I level up because I need memory. So let's see, Huntsman. Yep.
I guess we're gonna kill it in the dream and then like confront her in real life and go like, "You idiot! On your side."
Okay, let me. Now I have space for all the spells. I got Planar Gateway, Door to Eternity, all the stuff that people say are.
Planar. Like, well, no, that would make sense. It's between different planes, right? That makes sense. I always thought
Planar?
it was planar, but like pronounced like Plantagenet, but
What?
I don't really know why.
That's not pronounced like that. I can hear.
Do you know Plantagenet?
No, I don't know what that is.
The royal family in England before the Tudors,
Oh, yeah, I don't know that.
before the Wars of the Roses.
Hmm.
I've always pronounced it like that. I don't know why. Now I think about it though.
Well, I'm gonna get the Door to Eternity and Plantagenet Gateway of Heaven. Okay, so I'm gonna go over there. Man,
Plantagenet, the gateway of the Covenant.
that's I can't even wrap my head around Plantagenet being a surname. Can you imagine how much you'd be bullied in school? You're killing them all. You're not even waiting for me.
Yes.
I'm gonna assassinate Shada. Is Shada on our side? No.
Currently.
Oh, critical. That's proper.
4,400 single target damage.
Yep. I need that to be AoE, please.
Alright, that is a nice hit.
And I have a level 18 weapon, I think. So, no, it's a level 20. Yeah, that explains.
Okay, that's pretty, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I actually haven't got much health. I didn't notice.
You got Necromancer.
Do, but I need some physical. I haven't got any shields up anymore.
Hmm. You relied a lot on that?
I did, it was useful. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the skill the
Red Prince has to default.
Okay, so the Flame Dreamer, I can kill him.
Would be great.
With a single shot, by the way. I do a little bit of damage.
This guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
because he's physical.
So 100% damage increase on that. 100%. No, wait. For 65 on that. 65. So it doesn't matter using the other spell. Okay.
What a great noise.
Let's see. I have 2 turns in a row, so that's pretty interesting. This does mean that I should get myself to a higher vantage point. Or as I sometimes say, advantage point. It's not how it's said. I know. Okay. So, I got a kill already, so I'm not going to get the skill points from killing that one. No, I am, actually. I am. This one. Well, not skill points, action points, you know. So I have this one over here. It's a lot of damage.
Pretty good. Let's go on.
Trying to think what else I have. I don't think I have anything. I'm just gonna shoot normally. Wait, I have chicken. I have chicken. Lovely.
I have chicken.
Get the sauce.
It's a not very well-spoken farmer. I have chicken.
Yep.
Oh, they didn't kill me. Let's get some more, even more magic armor for no
Were
real
you
reason.
actually in danger of dying?
I know what I'll do.
Oh yeah, you are.
I'm not turned invisible. Darn. I was still marked. Well, there goes my invisibility potion for no reason.
Well, you have Shada against you, and I think she might actually kill you because she has an arrow and she's above. No, she
I find
doesn't.
it very unlikely that she's going to kill me.
Huh? She's not.
She is terrified.
Okay, you're safe.
Now I'm going to go and hide behind this tree.
This chicken is gonna exist for 2 turns. Off goes the chicken. This game is too smart for its own good. Remember how with a chicken you can cut its tendons and then it bleeds when it moves?
Yeah.
The AI is too smart and doesn't move when... Or most of the time it doesn't move when you do that. Have you ever come across that?
I don't think so. But isn't that just when they're I'm not sure actually.
Basically trained me to not do that to chickens because it's just wasting action points. Oh, that is Colonel RPG.
Glory is mine.
Like for example, this one. I'm gonna do this. The chicken is not gonna move. They're smart.
Maybe that was in response to how easy it was to make them bleed and then run.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't used to be like that right at the beginning. But I don't know. On the other hand, it's just sort of like that ability becomes useless because that was the only real way of.
Well, I mean, it immobilizes still.
It's it just becomes a different sort of ability.
Right, he's weakened quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that! There's a rainbow.
A bit.
Whee! Okay. So you see, the chicken didn't move. This is outrageous. Okay, hopefully I get a kill. Well, that's free. And then I can do this. Hopefully get a kill. Do indeed. Should have done it a different way, but still.
You exited combat?
Oh,
Is that what
you
you're gonna go back
you
into?
exited combat. I'm still in combat.
Why did I exit combat?
Line of sight, maybe?
I guess I was just too far away. Might have also been to do with the fact that she was terrified, so she wasn't like actively triggering continued combat.
We did it.
All right. You talk to her. I said you could do all the talking, and then I've done all the talking again.
Satter's ghost recoils at the sight of you.
She doesn't like how I look.
You killed
Oh, she's upset that I killed her. I did.
Not unfair.
me. Hiding. For the House of Shadows will close me in. My children.
The spirit blinks,
Empty
then
gin
looks
lamp.
around her, listless and confused.
Foolish. But no more foolish than doing nothing and wait. Death. He will come for me.
The spirit shuts her eyes.
Ba-dum,
Dream of death.
ba-dum, ba-dum. What's she saying?
She's being taken by the God King. She was working with the God King to protect her children.
Really?
Yeah, it's got like
Did
it's.
you betray him or something? Because she was worried about the God King.
I got the impression that. I don't know. I got the impression that she didn't betray him. That basically.
Why was she worried about the God King's agents finding her even here? Which is what she said to me when I came in.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood then. Yeah. Her story goes a lot deeper if you have the Red King. because
Yeah.
It talks about his family and why they don't like him. Or vice versa.
Makes sense.
There's a whole coup d'etat going on.
Sent you a few things.
You did indeed. I can see a huge thing on top of my head.
Identify.
Okay.
Gone back to the consulate.
The ring sucks. So, you take it. The pens are pretty interesting.
Oh.
Honestly, do you need new pens?
You know, mine are level. Mine are pretty bad, but not terrible.
Oh, then you're gonna like these, I suppose.
I mean, if you need them a lot.
No, I have the same level, basically.
I actually would rather not have those.
Okay, then I can keep
Mine has +2 constitution.
Mine do too.
Huh.
This just adds initiative, which is good for me. I do have a lot of initiative though.
Full initiative. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you that story. Just before we end the episode here. I think we're gonna do 3 today, if that's all right.
Sure.
I have maps to draw. This is the first time I played D&D. There was this long moment where we like opened a casket and there was a child, something that looked like a child inside, and we eventually managed to like peel back layers of illusion that were concealing their true self, and then eventually the way we managed to make this what was in fact a monster reveal itself to us was by like succeeding in an intimidation check, demanding that it show us its true form. And the child looked at us and just went, "Okay." And then the DM said, "Roll initiative."
Yeah, that's always
And
fun.
first time I had ever heard that said. It was my first combat.
Oh, that's lovely.
Still got so excited. Like I could tell, you know, I knew what initiative is in games, so I knew what that meant. I knew the implications, and it was so exciting.
It's so good, yeah.
Yeah, say that after this long thing of like, okay, do we help it? Do we take it back to the town? You know, what should we do? And then
You roll initiative, baby.
all initiative.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like the chest had a curse on the outside, or what we thought was a curse, but we failed the Arcana check, so we couldn't be sure whether it was a curse or just a warning. And then, so we found a nearby giant grave and got a hand out of the giant's grave, and then used that hand to open the box, hoping that the curse would go to the giant rather than us.
Oh, that's it's not badly thought of.
It wasn't a curse in the end. But...
Mm-hmm.
Seen the size of the freaking lungs on this Voidwoken?
What are you? Why are you looking at his hands? Oh, I need to look at you. Wait. Oh, right. Yeah, I need to teleport to where you are. Teleporting to where I am.
Look at the size of these freaking lungs. They're bigger than me.
But first,
The lungs?
Look, you can see there's like, here's a lung, here's the heart, right? And
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a lung. Here's the other lung. Look at the size of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They are big, and they would not be at their full size because I think the lungs sort of shrink once there's not blood in them, or as much.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think so, because most of the lungs are blood basically, because that, you know, oxygenation of the blood.
I am.
So there's a lot of capillaries.
Right.
Sorry.
Most of you is like the volume
That's true.
of most of you anyway.
It's only 5 liters or something. Can't be that much.
So you're
and your loved ones.
Oh, so okay, not
Join
just blood.
us
I
in
mean
the
water as well.
endless prayer.
Ah, it's all wine.
The divine
It's
will
all,
answer.
it's all wine and
The-
masquerade,
We must
baby.
ask.
What I mean by that, I just sort of misspoke. But what I mean is, like, when we say that our body is comprised of 70% water or 90% water, it's not actually. Like, it's because if you mix, it's like saying that wine is 90%, 99% water. Like, that's watered down wine. That's not what you say. That's not what you mean when you say that wine is 99%. Like, if you have wine with water at all, it's just gonna be watered down. You know what I mean? So the
No, that's not right though. You get wine, right?
Mhm.
But then the ingredients that make up wine on a chemical level
Mhm.
are lots of water.
yeah.
Weak faith in
But the thing is
such as these.
that's like you're just taking the hydrogen and the oxygen out of the body and counting them all up into H2O. And
That's not what people mean when they say the body is 70% water. They literally
Divine
mean
will answer.
H2O makes up
First,
70% of the
we must
mass.
ask.
I don't think it does though.
All right, let's look it up.
How does wine work? Is there any literal H2O?
Yes, loads of it.
Because I think it's a different
You
compound.
know how plants work, right? They have water in them. They draw water up out of the ground, and then it carries nutrients with it as it gets evaporated out the top.
Doesn't become like those weird things that have a bunch of letters and numbers? Like, for example,
What you're saying is, isn't there a compound of
Yeah,
water
yeah.
in something else? No, I don't think so. Water is not very reactive. Water is extremely non-reactive, I think.
This will all blow over.
Is that true?
I don't know. It doesn't sound right, but like I might be wrong. This is just more or less a hypothesis on my side rather than.
Compound components by mass.
We have chemists in chat right now. They can tell us.
Ask.
Human
You're literally looking it up.
components by mass.
I-
Okay.
I think my sister can help me because she.
Okay, so if you were doing it by percentage on
And I'll bet you do too.
on raw elements,
Mm-hmm.
75% of a human is oxygen and nitrogen. 65% is oxygen. Okay, but here we go. I've got it by
But that's per element
yeah.
count.
Okay, here we go.
Not by weight.
Molecules.
Molecules, rather. Yeah. So moles.
Sorry,
You'd be a mole. 23 to the 10 power of 37. Which is the one?
Not very at all. Okay, in terms of molecules,
Mm-hmm.
most common molecule is water.
That's
It's 65%
yeah. Okay.
of
So
mass.
that confirms it. That confirms that it's actual molecule of H2O because you can't.
Actual molecule of H2O.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then, but interestingly enough, water makes up 98.7% of the individual molecules because the other molecules are substantially larger, like RNA, DNA, protein.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, yes.
Kind of thing. That's really interesting.
Yeah, because, absolutely.
There's like, it's saying there's like, in terms of how many water molecules, there's like 1.7 times 10 to the 14. So, whatever there is, like billion.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
Billion or something like that. But then in terms of the number of RNA molecules, there's about 5 billion.
Yeah, that's minuscule. Even trillion. No, trillion. No, that's still minuscule. It's like 0.01% or less than that.
Yeah, but that's 1% of the mass, despite being
Because they're so complicated and heavy.
billions of times less molecules.
Yeah.
Anyway, thus ends the science lesson at the end of today's session of AD&D.
AD&D, that's what we were playing. Thaco for life, baby. Thaco for life.
Thank you for watching. We will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.